Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AGRX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and just makes kind of mapping out the interesting setup today quite straightforward. Now, I don't mean this, insult or rub salt in one's any wounds or anything like that. But yeah, today was a very rough day. So I'm definitely doing this analysis from more so a trading perspective. And for those of you that have traded for a while, then I'm sure you've seen stocks that gap down, they get beat up, and then all of a sudden, they make a very, very nice bounce. And, that's essentially what's occurring here because, yeah, the opening part of the day, the first 30 minutes as being represented right there, was the gap down. Things got hammered quite a bit. And then this is where the interesting part comes into play. The price essentially went sideways with a slight upward slope to it. I mean, there was a little miniature uptrend here that started to form. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish trading was this easy. Just because the stock got really beat up and then all of a sudden the price started to go sideways, I'm not sitting here saying that. So therefore, this is guaranteed to bounce up above $1 next week. Now, would it be shocking to see a bounce? No, that would not be shocking at all. But myself nor anyone else can sit here and say that will for sure happen because that implies guarantees, and there's no such thing as a guarantee in the market. But yeah, that is what definitely makes this interesting is just how much it got beat up and then all of a sudden how tightened up the range got and how the price has, been going sideways with a slight upward slope to it. So yeah, going into next week, 60 cents is essentially where the bleeding stopped today. So that would be that key level of resistance. And, not to, beat the dead horse or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, interesting how beat up, tight range, and then just slowly started to show some signs of life and work its way back upwards. Now, in the event this does start to bounce, where are some of these key battlegrounds that the bulls will have to fight through? That first area of resistance, and I apologize, I know it's hard to see, but it is what it is with the formatting due to that big old gap down. But right up here at about 70 cents, several times the price tried to get up above there. But this is where, again, the interesting part comes from because if the price can break through there, next level of resistance not until up around $1. Now, am I saying if a 70 cents breaks, it's going straight to $1 in 10 minutes? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's definitely some room here to run for the price with a break of 70 cents. So I'll be keeping an eye on it next week, but some interesting dynamics going on from a trading perspective. These are definitely setups, though, that, if you don't like to honor stop losses or you don't know what a stop loss even is, then yeah, you should definitely not even be paying attention to these. But yeah, a lot of potential here. Interesting risk versus reward for sure. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.